We have to convert 712 as a base 10 number, meaning this is like our normal number. 712 means exactly what we think it would. Now we got to convert it to base 5, okay? So what that means is we need to find out, 5 to the third power, how many of these numbers are in 712. Maybe there's, I'm just making it up right now. Maybe there's 2 of them. Maybe there's 1, 5 to the second power. Maybe there's 3 of the 5 to the first powers, and maybe there's 4, 5 to the 0 powers, okay? So the way you'd write that number as a base of 5 is 2, 1, 3, 4. And then you write in the subscript there, base 5, okay? Because there's 2, 5 to the third powers, there's 1, 5 to the second power, there's 3, 5 to the first powers, there's 4, 5 to the 0 power. So we got that was just illustrating how our answer is going to look, okay? So we have 5 to the power of 0, we have 5 to the power of 1, we got 5 to the power of 2, 5 to the power of 3. We want to be looking for those numbers inside the number of 712. Okay, so 5 to the third is 125. There's definitely some 125s that fit into 712. Let's see if we got 5 to the fourth. Oh, there is 1 5 to the fourth in our number, right? So what you want to do is take your number of 712 and divide it by the biggest power of 5. Okay, 625 is the biggest one that can fit into it. So 712 subtracted by 625, that gives us 87 for our remainder. Fits in 1, 625 gives us 87 for our remainder. So we found out there's one of these. Now, how many 5 to the thirds fit into it? After you take out the 5 to the fourth, we took out the 625. There's 0 of these that will fit into 87, so we're going to have 0 5 to the thirds. Now there's some 25s that would fit into that remainder of 87. Divided by 25, that's going to give you 3.48, so there's 3 5 to the 25s. Okay, and then you could use your long division to find out what the remainder is there, right? 3 times 25 is 75. Subtract those two, you get 12. So how many 5 to the first are there? There's 2, right? Because 5 fits into 12 evenly 2 times. It's got a remainder of 2. So how many 5 to the 0 are in that remaining 2? In other words, how many 1s are left over? There's 2 1s left over, okay? So the way you write the number is the highest power first. There's 1 5 to the fourth. There's 0 5 to the thirds. There's 3 5 to the seconds. There's 2 5 to the first, and there's 2 5 to the 0 power. And usually you would put subscript 5 to show it's a base 5 number, but Newton just wants you to write the number like that, okay? They've even gotten written here, but for some reason in the answer they won't accept it. Okay, that's similar to what we did what we just did. This one's similar to what we just did. Let me know if you need to see another example though, okay? We did that one in a previous video. Did that one in the previous video. Did that one in the previous video. Come on, give me to the new ones here. Yay. Okay, this one might be different. Let me look at it for a second. They want us to convert from base 10 to base 12. So same thing, except now the problem is we have digits that are going to go above our 10-digit counting system, so we're going to have to use letters, okay? So we're supposed to convert 743 from base 10 to the base 12. So we're going to do the same thing that we just did. We want to find out how many 12 to the 0 power is in 743. We got 12 to the first, which is 12. 12 to the second, which is 144. And then I think 12 to the third is going to be too big, right? 12 to the third, 1,728. So there's no 12 to the thirds here, okay? Now how many 12 to the second powers do we have? If you take 144, which is 12 to the second, and divide it into 743, that gives us 5. And a quick way of finding out what the remainder is, take out that 5, multiply it to the divisor. There's a remainder of 23. Oh, let's write that down. There was 5 of these. So the remainder of 23, find out how many times 12 fits into it. 12 is only going to fit in once, right? So if you subtract that 12, you got 11 left over. So there's 11 ones, okay? And the way we wrote our number was we wrote the biggest power first. So there's 5 12 to the seconds. There's 1 12 to the first. Now there's 11 12 to the 0 power, but only one letter or number can fit here. So what we have, if you Google search letters base conversion tool, you'll come up with this classic website. Math is fun, okay? So we use the letter B to represent 11. Okay, so we're going to put a B here. So 51B is what we got. Okay, so I thought that part would be confusing when you see the letters. A, B, B, A. I can show you what this looks like. This is just in reverse, okay? So A, if you look at your letter conversion chart, A is it represents the number 10, okay? So this number is in base 12. So this is A, this is 12 to the 0, 12 to the first, 12 to the second. That means there's 10, 12 to the third power, plus this is 12 to the 0, 12 to the first, this is 12 to the second. B, which if you use that chart, we said B was 11. There's 11, 12 to the seconds, plus there's 11, 12 to the first, plus there's 10, 12 to the 0 power. Okay, so find out what all those values are. 17280 is what this first one was. Then we got 12 times 12 times 11, that's 1548. Sorry, 1584, said that backwards. And then we got 11 times 12, that's 132. And then we got 10 times 12 to the first, it means 10, right? So add up all those quantities. $19,006 as a base 10 number. Okay, so we're back to the same type of thing. Let me see if there's anything else here. Same type of thing, right? B would be, we said B was 11, A is 10. Same type of thing. I think we might need to make a new video. This is getting long. I think we covered this. Let me just do this real quick though. Yeah, this is the same type of thing, right? 64 and base 10 to a base 13 number. Find out how many times. Well, we got 13 to the 0, 13 to the first, 13 to the second. That's going to be too big, right? That's 169. So there's no 13 to the seconds in the number of 64. So 13 dividing into 64 gives us 4. So there's 0 of these. There's 4, 13 to the first. It's a remainder of 12. So this is letter conversion chart says 12 is C, okay? So we should be writing 4C for our number here. Okay, I think we've covered all this. If there's something I haven't covered and you want a video, just let me know. Okay, I'm happy to go over it. Oh, this is different. Use the addition table for base 4 to add 120. Yeah, let me cut this up in another video.